Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast for Thursday. It's good to see y'all here.
Hell yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah, it is.
Good to be breathing.
Almost another weekend.
Amen. Good to be healthy.
Yeah, it is. It's a good place to be.
I'm not saying I'm healthy, I'm just saying it's good to be breathing.
Oh, I'm healthier than I was yesterday, so I am happy as a pig in poo.
Thank goodness. It's good to have you back.
I was hurting, man. I was just physically, not myself, mentally not myself. I don't deal with just pain. And when you take Tylenol and the pain doesn't go away, that just doesn't happen to me. I've never had that where I've been in pain and then took a Tylenol and ain't shit happening.
That's what it happened to me.
What?
With my wisdom tooth, I never in a million years experienced any kind of pain like that. And I swear to you when I tell you, even after my kidney surgery, the wisdom tooth pain was way worse. It turned me into a miserable prick. It was awful.
Sucks.
Nothing worked. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you came in here because I was just miserable yesterday.
Pure fucking heart, kid. Heart.
I guess I am a heartless bitch. Damn, you're right.
You said it.
What's amazing how just a little bug can cause such problems, whether it be a spider bite that you got or one point, your husband thought it was a tick, which, the Lyme disease, that'll wreck people's worlds.
I was freaking out. They said at MD now it is not a tick. So she looked, she felt it, she poked it. She said, no, that's not a tick. A tick would leave some kind of, where you could see it. I don't know. I've never seen a tick bite.
Yeah, you don't want that Lyme disease. That's the one
No. She said, too, the doctor, something fascinating to me because I was like, I'm sure I've got Lyme disease. Bah, I came in self-diagnosed.
I bet you were fun.
I'm always fun at the doctor's. I've self-diagnosed 18 things and none of them are correct. She was like, the Lyme disease thing has been greatly over-reported and way less people than you would think actually get Lyme disease. But because, people that have got it, unfortunately, it's awful. It's terrible. But it's not as widespread as you would believe by reading what's out there. She said it's relatively low numbers of people that get Lyme disease.
Oh, imagine that. Media and just
Yeah.
media sources blow up shit.
And on my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, one of the chicks on there got it and her kids got it. So I thought everybody gets it.
Oh, pumped
Right.
they were, including her, that she got Lyme disease. Guys, it's going to be fucking great for the ratings. They loved it.
She was accused of that by some of the
shocker.
other women. I don't believe it. I think she really was in pain.
You see how Virginia's trying to hijack the podcast with some Real Housewife bullshit?
Yeah, we don't want to go down that path. Nobody wants to talk about that.
You'd rather get Lyme disease.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of crazy things going on. In South Florida, there's so many things you can get. If it's not the spider bite, it is the tick stuff. And then you got all the stuff that the mosquitoes bring, the Zika, the dengue, the chikungunya, whatever it is, yellow fever. And did you see this? Where they're going to release 750 million genetically engineered mosquitoes in the Florida Keys.
I thought they were having discussions about that and they were still fighting about it.
You know what I say? I say bring that shit on. I'm ready for
They're
it.
going to release them? That's it?
It says that it's received final approval from local authorities against the objection of many local residents.
When you say it, it just doesn't seem right.
You're like, wait, 750 million mosquitoes you're going to release? They're not going to fly north of Monroe County, are they?
Yeah, okay. I'm sure they know where the county line is and they'll stop.
Well, they're trained mosquitoes.
It's crazy. Yeah, they say approved by the Environment Protection Agency in May. The project is designed to test if a genetically modified mosquito is a viable alternative to spraying insecticides to control This kind of mosquito, it's a species that carries several deadly diseases that I just named. And this mosquito they're going to release, the genetically modified one, has been altered to produce female offspring that die in the larval stage. And I did not know this. It's only the female mosquito that bites for blood, which she needs to mature her eggs. Males feed only on nectar and are thus not a carrier for disease.
Yeah, it's always I'd probably say top 5 bum out moments is anytime I swat a mosquito on my arm and it leaves a blood trail because I'm thinking, who the fuck's blood is that?
It's your neighbor, Joe.
I'm cool with I know Joe. I tell you what I don't know. Bob up in Port St. Lucie. Nothing against the Pizzle. I got much love for the Pizzle. I'm just saying I don't trust Bob from the Pizzle.
I don't think a mosquito is going to fly all the way from the Pizzle to come get you in West Palm.
Not with a full belly.
Virginia does not know much about mosquitoes, though, Kevin. We all know that.
So it's just the ladies that are the problem. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Notice that a lot in nature, with the ladies ripping off heads to, fuck the male spider, and then bites his head off, and female deers pissing on the male.
What? What is this story?
I missed that one. Tell us about these crazy pissing female deers.
Just say there's a lot of that in nature with the female.
A deer, a pissing deer.
It just seems like there's a lot of violent females in nature.
Well, you've pushed us.
Of course.
Yeah, they say the Florida Keys spend $1 million a year trying to budget mosquito populations. That's kind of crazy.
It is.
Money well spent. If you're a tourist and you want to go down there and they're fighting mosquitoes, that's a good thing. You don't want to go on vacation and get attacked by mosquitoes.
But I don't know if it's a fight we can win. It's us versus them.
Never give up.
It's us versus them, y'all.
It's just one of those things. Look, I don't know anything about all this stuff, and I'd hate to tell the scientists any different. It just sounds alarming when you're talking about releasing 750 million mosquitoes. And I know they're tiny, but it still seems like a lot, especially for a guy that is, I'm attacked by every mosquito. Like, I feel like all 750, they'll release them in Key West, and they'll all be like, Palm Beach, baby, and they'll come right after me.
They're releasing only 500 cobra.
I hope not.
I'm saying, imagine that. That's some real problems.
That's just why
Lost the room on that one?
A little bit.
Fuck, man. Come over here singing
That
from
fell a little short.
Yeah, we were trying to ignore it.
Well, you can't ignore this. Good luck.
It was a big old turd.
It was
I'm only going to amplify it.
a loud fart.
Nah, you got a lot of balls, lady.
So, but I mean, hey, if scientists say this is the way to do it, yeah, I guess you trust them. But I've seen too many movies when the scientists are always like, this is the way to handle it, and then they release Godzilla into the ocean.
Yeah, and then 6 months later, that same guy that released all the mosquitoes is going to be like, well, we made a big mistake 6 months ago.
That person always dies, though. You notice that in the movies, the guy who was so smart, then he becomes the victim of his own creation.
Yes, and he's got crazy hair usually, and halfway through goes, oh my gosh.
And it's horrific.
The antidote is not taking.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, you discovered the antidote.
I mean, it just feels like a horrifying mosquito kind of movie.
It's a movie. It's totally a sci-fi movie. These are robot, genetically modified mosquitoes that are going to take out the Keys.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
What the hell's going on in our world?
I know, and also too, don't do this in 2020.
Please.
Like, this is not the year to try the experimental. Hey, what could happen?
Aren't we busy enough with all kinds of illness?
750 million mosquitoes? It's 2020. Let's release it. See what happens. I mean, really? Let's do this next year. Maybe it'll be better.
Or if you're going to do it, maybe just don't tell us.
Probably, I think
I'm all
ignorance.
upset now.
Ignorance is bliss. I know.
Thank you.
You're not. You're always supposed to be in the know, but sometimes I don't like to know if the chef has dirty fingernails. I don't want to know if my food tastes good and I'm not gonna get sick, and he looks like he's got fucking pig hooves and they're dirty and he's making my food. I don't want to know.
Pig hoof hands.
Yeah, I don't want to know. still tell me because I've seen it before.
That'd be tough in a kitchen.
Especially if he had to serve pork product.
Well, I've seen it before where I told you about that one sub place I loved when we were getting fired in Miami. It was the only solace I had in Miami. I'd go to whatever shitty shift on the radio, and I'd go to this place, and this guy cooking it, he's a newbie one day. I'm like, that's a new guy. He had the grossest fingernails. They were long, dirty, but I was so hungry. I still ate the sub, but I didn't enjoy it.
You're never gonna.
Every bite was like, damn, he had freaking pig hands.
Yeah.
Pig.
Fucking hooves, man. It was disgusting.
You know what? The year, the way that it's been, I've been maybe falsely optimistic about hurricane season. And they keep saying it's going to be terrible.
They always do, though.
They do. Every year they say it's going to be terrible because they love that, because that leads, you know?
I would love for the local news anchors, the weather people, to just say, guys, we're being honest. We love hurricanes. I just want them to be honest about it.
Yeah. Like I tell you, if I did a news agency, it would have no ratings because we would take the positive spin on everything.
That's good, though.
And nobody would watch.
I disagree. I do think that there's an audience that is looking for positive, legit news.
Yeah.
So, or
It'd be
just
fascinating to see.
I think it would do well, but I think
Just
it has
how badly I would lose.
it's got to be done. It's got to, you got to really vet your stories, but I think it would do well. I really do.
We give you the most optimistic approach, and it could be even a terrible thing, but saying, okay, here's the reality, what it's going to be, and then, let's get through this, and then you can focus on here's how we recover.
Subscribed.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's one. It might stop there.
They say it just takes one.
Okay. Yeah, it does. I feel pretty good, though, because usually I think isn't it the last week of August, first 2 weeks of September that seems to be the worst?
2020 ain't gonna play your games. I hope you're not over there trying to predict what 2020 is gonna do.
That's cute.
I'm just hoping. I'm like, you've
You're
given us enough.
adorable. You're precious.
You've given us enough. They just released 750 million mosquitoes.
These mosquitoes are going to get in the next hurricane. And so not only will you be attacked by a hurricane, a Cat 5, but the mosquitoes will bite you as you're trying
Am
to
I going to
run.
have Skeeter-nado?
A
Is that what's gonna be? There's going to be a
mosquito.
Yeah, it's going to be a swirling cloud of mosquitoes are going to like swoop me up.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a fire tornado or a mosquito?
I think I'd take the fire.
I think I'd take
give me the fire because I think it would kill me quickly. I think the Skeeto-nado would be it'd be tough because I would just be getting bit. Oh, dengue fever. Oh, this. Oh,
Chikungunya.
Yeah, chikungunya, and it'd just be like they'd be filling me with all this disease. Oh, West Nile. And then I come out of this thing, and I have a miserable, slow death of 8 of the worst diseases on planet Earth.
The malaria attacks that malaria.
Yeah, I don't need that.
It's a slow death.
Is
Yeah.
it malaria?
Give me the
is?
fire-nado.
All of that, I think if it's going to take you out, it's going to be gut-wrenching.
So if I got the malairs, it would take me a while.
It's all terrifying. I mean, unfortunately, I've been reading so much about the stupid one disease we're dealing with that they've been reading up, because I'm always trying to find the positive. They're like, well, if you want to be positive, let's look how terrible these other diseases are. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just, I mean. You're talking about just the things it does to your body, some of these other things that are out there. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to get those. Give me that COVID all day long. I'll take that. But, yeah, I'm hoping that the hurricane season stays at bay. They do have...
There's 2 of them out there.
Yeah, there's one, Tropical Depression 13, that it doesn't... I think it's going to go left of us.
I think you're right.
But we're kind of in the cone. Monday going into Tuesday could be a factor.
But you guys also don't know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to hurricanes.
No.
No, but
nothing.
I trusted PBF today. I think that's who I got it from. One of those news places.
Is that Weegs?
It's too early for all of them to be calling it, but yeah, they're saying one of them looks like it may go south of us and possibly be something scary for the Gulf states. But then there's the other one right behind that one. I think her name's going to be Laura.
Oh, I did it at Laura before.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Laura was evil.
Tell us about Laura from your love life.
Laura would be the next named storm. They say if we get a Laura before the end of the month, 2020 would tie 2005 for the most tropical storms in history, entering September with a dozen, which, of course, 2020.
Laura is coming right for the bird, and she's going to finish what she started. She didn't cause him enough pain.
I've already been hit by that hurricane.
Think of Laura, but laugh, don't cry.
Oh, I love that song, and
Yeah.
I want to keep singing it, but I think we're going to lose the audience. Who sings that song, Virginia? Think of Laura, laugh, don't cry.
I know she'd want it that way. Hey, Laura. I don't know who sang that.
He sings.
Kenny Loggins?
No.
Christopher Cross.
Christopher Cross. Sorry.
Shit, man, you've been on
Aren't they
radio.
the same? Aren't they the same guy?
They sort of are.
Talk about crazy, scary stuff. If it's not Skeeters.
If it's
Hurricanes.
not Laura, Jaybird's ex-hurricane.
All right, let's not make this a thing. I was being cute over here. She got to fucking pound it into the ground until Laura actually gets wind of it and then wants to stab me in the dick.
Let's keep riding that.
Yeah, let's keep bringing
We
it
didn't get
up.
enough of it.
That's content. Get it on video. If she comes to stab, get it on video.
Okay.
Then Jaybird's dealing with demons, so I mean, you know.
I have a lot going on over here.
Who takes him out first? Dick stabbing Laura or a demon?
Maybe the stalker. I don't know. I have a lot of
I mean,
moving pieces here.
I'm looking at everything. I'm like, you know, I mean, at this point, yeah, screw the positive news. Just something kill me now.
Oh no, y'all broke Positive K.
Oh, positive K is over. I just want someone to take me out now. I'm tired of all this coming misery.
I mean, if he starts to break down, who's going to run this outfit?
You're right.
Virginia?
It's over.
He's F it, K.
Yeah.
I do like a fuck it Kevin, too, though.
Yeah,
Fuck it
Dickie
Kevin
Ransom
Rawson,
in
too.
there.
Oh, he is done.
Cheryl said, I just caught a rerun of Bird's television debut on Paranormal Caught on Camera.
It's
and
good. They really gave you a long segment. I watched the whole thing. Well produced.
I'm a little fatter in that video.
Oh, are you?
I'm about 18 or 20 pounds heavier in that video.
Well, the camera
okay.
adds 10 pounds, too.
Man, I'm 30 pounds heavy on that video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I lost 20 since then.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw that. I go, damn, fat fuck.
Of course, you're fat for the TV.
I know.
When you go on outside.
Now you're skinny, and no one
Now
wants to
everyone's gonna
interview
know
you.
And somebody who hadn't checked into the show for a while, going, yeah, it's like going, oh, it's so interesting to see Jaybird on there on Travel Channel. They're going, wow, he got fat, huh?
Fuck that. Who said that?
How can he be on the radio talking about how he's skinny?
What son of a bitch said that? These fucking people on the internet, I swear to God, they just don't have a heart for
Yeah, listen, boy, you got fat, huh?
dickiest people on the internet.
Fucking K and fucking J.
I am. Oh, I've lost my mind on the internet.
Yeah, Cheryl said, wow, it's horrifying, this show. I saw the video when he originally posted on YouTube, but the way they highlight the form of that gargoyle kite thing is terrifying.
They really zoom in on it so you can see like the thing hunching and you're like, whoa.
And it says what Susan Slaughter says about it wearing down the psyche was too much. Susan Slaughter, her name's Slaughter?
I'm sure that's not by design.
Oh
Or that
my
is
God.
by design, I mean.
What? Susan Slaughter and Gary Gould and
Gary Ghost.
Susan Slaughter. Meet Susan Slaughter, the English language.
All right. Hey, meet my friend Dickie Virginia.
All day long, ADL.
Cheryl says, I listen to the show every morning. You constantly say that you didn't sleep well, Jaybird.
Yeah, this ghoul is on your dick.
Literally on my ass.
Oh, maybe it's the ghost of Laura trying to stab you in the D.
She's not dead, Virginia.
Oh.
Hopefully Vicky can get to the bottom of this and help you. Until then, chin up, Buttercup. Thank you guys for keeping me entertained.
Butt chin up, Buttercup.
Yeah. Panchita in the chat room said, yeah, the silhouette of that gargoyle scared me. I had a hard time sleeping after watching it. And that's with you every night. Imagine how Jaybird feels. He actually lays down next to that thing.
I think I'm good. Now I've changed areas where I sleep. I'm tired. Didn't sleep good last night.
I think the ghoul's still
mean,
getting you.
So you're trying to convince us that it stopped haunting you as you say I didn't sleep well last night.
Dude, you're a contradiction in sneakers.
I mean,
Bro,
that's not the
don't
way
call
to
me
start out.
dude.
It's not the way to start out your argument. The ghost that was keeping me awake, I think, is gone, but I wouldn't know because I didn't sleep well last night.
The ghoul's winning.
This is the argument?
No, I went to bed hungry last night because I'm back on my little diet or whatever I'm on.
What is it you do? You doing intermittent fasting?
I just cut down my calories, and I kind of like what you do. If it's past a certain time, I'm not eating anything on certain days.
Yeah.
And I was really hungry last night, and I could not. I had a tough time sleeping, so Oh, that was a ghost.
Didn't you go to a Walmart for a pie last night?
I did, but I haven't delved into it yet.
Oh, I got
That's
you.
going to
Wow.
be probably over the weekend.
I
That's
mean,
just
that's
strange.
some strength and willpower. You bought a whole pie and then didn't eat it?
2 pies.
2 pies.
Reese's peanut butter and the Oreo. The Oreo one. Oh, man, I'm looking to get really involved in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, fat Kevin. You would. Bless you, COVID.
No, thank you.
COVID Carl.
Yeah, I'm sure we all have COVID.
There it is. There's those nurturing words we always love from Virginia.
Positive angle.
We're all going to die.
We really are like Goldilocks. He's the mama. He's the papa with the really the good porridge. Hey, how's that fucking thing go?
What? Where's this going? What?
It's going straight down the shitter.
Oh my gosh.
Kevin,
what?
abort! Abort!
I didn't know what that was.
I didn't sleep well.
But you got rid of your ghost. That's the good thing.
Maybe I didn't, Kevin.
That ghoul is doing a victory dance.
I mean, you're just actually embellishing more on how it's
It's tearing
so
me apart.
party. Wow. Good Lord.
Yeah, that was a rough 10 minutes.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. Somebody's saying BALs. How are Kev's BALs doing? Ask Jaybird if you don't know.
Oh,
Balls?
bitch ass lungs. On Facebook Live, I said, well, you guys know Kevin. He's got them BALs and bitch ass lungs, so he's out
Oh,
there.
yes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, they're doing great. I feel fantastic. So I'm doing really well. I think it's a combo of boom. I went right in and I got on the Z Pack, which it's a viral thing. I got always got the bronc going on. And then that day too, when I felt it coming on, I went to Revive. I got the vitamin IV. I was doing ginger shots, and I had already, somebody's like, well, I thought you were always taking, I am. I'm more than anything immune. Trust me, it's in my thought like every other thought. And I'm always thinking of, but this is kind of interesting. Somebody sent this email, Chelsea did. And she said, hey, Kev, I don't know if you heard of this book. This guy wrote a book. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. They talk about how breathing through your mouth can increase risks for chronic bronchitis. This book talks about the importance of nose breathing. His name is James Nestor. I think I've heard the name. The New Science of a Lost Art, Breath, is the name of it. I might have to read that. And I saw this email last night, and I was like, okay, you're not a mouth breather, are you? I didn't think I was.
You're not. Yeah, I don't think you are.
Yeah, I didn't think I was much of a mouth breather. But
I am.
Oh, we know.
yeah, but I will take a look at that because, I mean, wouldn't it be something crazy if it's just the way I'm breathing? Because at that point, that's why when it got me this time, I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Because people are like going, you're not taking care. I'm like, I could not be taking any better care of myself. Like, I'm like a Fabergé egg the way I've been treating my body for the last year.
But have you ever been around a prolific, loud nose breather? I had a dentist back when I was a kid.
My dentist, too, was a nose breather.
But here's the gross thing about it. I could smell his nose breath. And and I think he smoked cigars, too. And he's a fucking dentist. It's like, dude, you're not really the poster.
What kind of terrible dentistry did you have growing up?
Bro, Lake Park, different animal.
Says it all.
But he would breathe through his nose, and you could smell his nose breath through the office.
That's nasty.
It was so gnarly.
Yeah, my dentist did that. He had the long hairs that would,
If you're a dentist and you're up in people's face, you got to check your own shit every day. Your own nose hair, your eye boogers.
Yeah,
plaque.
you would think so. If you're in somebody's grill like that, I would, after every patient, I'd be like, okay, is the breath fresh? Am I good?
And why does my dentist always ask me the longest question that he needs a long answer to when there's 9 instruments in my mouth?
I know.
That's what they want to know.
Oh.
Somebody texted in and said, how's Virginia's drama going now that she got rid of the bite issues from yesterday? Everything else resolving itself? Is it coming together? Not that you got to expand.
It appears to be coming together. So this whole crazy family stuff sounds like it's going to have a happy ending.
Okay, yeah. See,
I was working more on it yesterday.
Life usually works itself out, Virginia.
It does. It can be very scary when you're in it, and that's what was throwing me for a loop. When I was in it, I was crying. I was devastated. But then you have to just pick yourself up, put on your big girl panties, and figure out a solution. And I think we did.
Okay.
It really looks like we are just there. We're in the home stretch.
Oh, that's nice. So, see, there you go. Everything's good for you today, huh?
I'll talk about it one of these days. It's just too, it's very upsetting still. It's too fresh. And I don't even know, like, I don't even know how it would come across.
On the air?
Yeah.
Well, it is a little, it's definitely,
there's some bad things.
if you bring it to the air, people are going to have major opinions, and it's going to,
It's going to cause major fighting, which there's been enough major fighting with this. I don't know if I want more.
I think, on a radio perspective, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get engagement. But at the end of the day, is it always about engagement?
Not when it's about your family.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to hurt my family members that are sweet any more than this already has.
I think we all learned that it's not worth it.
Not on this one. Not on this one. This one's too terrible and cutting and venomous.
Okay. All right. Well, boy, you know how to sell it, though.
One day.
Virginia Sinicki, the biggest cock tease in radio.
I'm sorry. Maybe we'll do like a private thing. I'll tell everybody the story.
Nothing's private, though.
Well, one of these days when we're allowed to do stuff out in public again, I'll tell the story.
All right, yeah. All right. Cock tease Sinicki, everybody.
Let me see. We have got here a picture of Magnolia's future under Virginia law. This is a text, and I believe this is another family is going through it, that you have that thing on Magnolia's phone to track where she is.
Life 360.
Yeah, this somebody had posted up on one of those platforms. It says, this happened back in March. My mom saw my location was turned off in Life 360 and threatened to turn off my phone, and also told me that I can't drive the car anymore. I was living an hour away from home for school. Oh, did I also mention that I'm 20 years old? So mom sends this message, and she's done a screenshot of the text and went back and forth. And mom says, you turned your location permissions off again. I've logged onto the computer now, and I will turn off your phone in 10 minutes. I've logged onto the computer now, and I will turn off your phone in 10 minutes. That comes through twice. The kid responds, it should be on. Drive the car home now. They said, okay, Mom, I'm coming home tomorrow. Don't fuck with me. You have 2 minutes left. Set your Life 360 location permissions to always for Life 360 to work correctly. She's on it. She's going to shut it all down.
Look, I don't know if that's appropriate for a 20-year-old, but I have had that conversation with a 14-year-old. I get it. I'm a mom that gets panicked when I can't figure out where my kid is and I can't get in touch with her and I don't know if she's safe, and I get it. But you got to loosen the reins when they're 20.
I would be such a panicked parent. I would try not to be, and I would try to do things slightly different than my mom did it, because I don't want to, fuck my kid up. But I would, I think if my kid walked out of the house, he's on the side of the street, I don't see how y'all don't worry 24,
Oh, I do.
And I'm sure all parents do for the most part.
It's very weird, especially if you have a kid that's like where Magnolia is, where she's transitioning from kid to grown up,
mini adult,
but she's not smart enough to make good decisions in every scenario just yet. So it's like you still have to help them, but you want to give them a little freedom, but damn it, don't give them a little bit too much freedom because they could fuck it up royally at any given moment. Like it's a very scary catch-22.
I was the first kid in my family that got the freedom because my mom did not let any of the kids out. She wouldn't. She thought we were going to get kidnapped. It was a big part of my childhood. And when you're getting to be 11 and 12, and I was playing baseball, and I was one of the, the only kid who's actually going out and doing sports stuff, I was meeting more people, and the more people you meet, the more you want to go out. And boy, oh boy, about 12, 13, me and my mom started really butting heads with each other. And my dad stood up for me, and he got my freedom.
Wow.
I was my brother would have to. My mom every time your brother bolted again, he'd just fucking leave. He was 6 foot. He was 6'7". He was 16 years old.
Holding him back.
And he wasn't allowed to go out to his buddy's house. It's like, Mom, no one's gonna try to kidnap me. Trust me.
He's really hard to kidnap.
He's the hardest to kidnap.
And he's bigger than 99% of the kidnappers.
Have you ever seen that fat guy shirt that says hard to kidnap?
Yes. That's him. That's a big ass dude.
But she had a really tough time letting go of the reins. It was tough for her.
Yeah, some parents do that. I think that every person will always try to do better than what their parent did, or just be like, okay, the biggest thing, the glaring mistake that your parent made,
that's what it is.
You'll try to correct that.
The thing that screwed you up a bit, you're like, I'm not doing that to my kid.
Right. And then that's what we do. And then somehow we probably screw up in a different way. And then our kids are going to say the same thing.
Every kid's going to be dysfunctional. Newsflash. You're all raising assholes.
Like it or not. Got an idea for a new Mexican drug documentary. Eric said, hey, Kev, I know you're big into the Narcos series like me, so I'm recommending another amazing and eye-popping documentary. It's on Amazon Prime. It is called The Last Narc. I guarantee you're going to love this one and be shocked by what you see. It's all true events. Please let me know how you like it. A 10 out of 10. Okay. Looking for something new to check out. So I will go do that.
Those drug ones, I do love them. But, man, when I'm finished with a drug series, I'm tired. I'm mentally exhausted.
They are, yeah, they're nerve-wracking.
There was that one movie I always tell you guys about. It's something Bombay. It's a true terrorist story that happened back in early 2000 where they took over a hotel. And it's a real life story, and they're showing the terrorists take over the hotel, and you're watching it, and it gives you such a major anxiety attack. But it's so good, you want to keep watching it.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of situations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about those drug specials.
Right. Well, I'll plug into this. Sounds awesome. Thank you for the
Hotel Mumbai.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, something like
it's
that.
Not Hotel Rwanda. That was a different one, right?
Different one.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I did try to watch that.
It's really good. A lot of those movies are very, very good. That one with Ryan Reynolds, where he's driving some kind of shipment across. He's in some country, and they kidnap him and they bury him alive. And the whole movie,
that'd be terrifying. I couldn't do that one.
One of those movies where the whole time you're getting shortness of breath because he's trying to figure out how to get out of that thing.
Yeah, those movies where they're in one spot the entire time.
Yes, but it's done really well.
Okay.
But you're going to have an anxiety attack watching that movie.
No, thanks. I need less anxiety in my life. They say that is kind of a problem because they're getting to it. If you've noticed, like on Netflix, they're doing watch it again type features because content slowed down so much with, movies and new productions. They're trying to get some of them cranking back open. Like I saw Robert Pattinson's Batman, the movie nobody's asking for, is going to start filming again. And so they're trying to get this going because, they've run out of stuff. And they've pushed back all the movies. And they're getting ready this weekend. I guess Russell Crowe's new movie, Unhinged, is that whole canary in the coal mine. It's going to be opening this weekend. So you actually have a new movie opening in theaters because if you've seen that they're like AMC, they're opening up today with 15-cent movies today, and
15 cents.
Yeah, just for today. It's a celebration of their centennial. I guess 100 years ago they opened up.
That's going to be hard to turn a profit.
And they're hoping, with some of the numbers dropping in some parts of the country, that they can go out. I don't think you can do that yet in South Florida. I'm not sure what the movie thing is, but I think you can get to phase 2, and 3 of the counties haven't gotten to that yet. And other epidemiologists are saying, I'm not really feeling this whole going to a movie theater thing. I know they're doing the spacing and all that kind of stuff, but they still don't think it's a good idea. So is it worth trying to catch COVID for a Russell Crowe movie? I don't know.
I saw the previews for this movie.
Unhinged, yeah.
Unhinged looks horrifying. It looks like he's chasing down this chick that he had road rage with, and then he just terrorizes her and her family.
I think he's a great actor, and there was a story out today that he said Sharon Stone is the reason why he became a big actor. He was doing that they did a Western back in the early 90s, and he was an unknown, and she had seen him in some other thing, and she went to bat for him because she produced the movie. I forget the name of it, but she was producing it, and all of the big wigs were like, no, we don't want this guy. She stood up to them, and they are fine, fucking take him. And then his career blew up.
Really?
Yeah. Huh.
There you go.
I can
You're
do the
on
dirt
it.
of the day too.
Yeah.
It's only 30 years old.
What's that?
Your story.
No, it's not. That story came out today.
Oh.
He's interviewing. He was talking about how if it wasn't for Sharon Stone, he would not have been in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Fresh fucking
Fresh
dirt.
story.
But it's from 30 years ago, and he's just telling it now. All my shit's fresh. It's
Okay,
real
let's
fresh.
hear another bullshit story about who gives a fuck from Real House from Who Gives a Shit.
Sorry, dude. TMZ. It's all over it. You may not like it, but it's out there.
I hate how much credibility you give TMZ.
I love TMZ.
I know.
She does. She does. All right. Well, before we get into a fourth dirt, let's get out of here.
Fourth dirt from 60 years ago.
Yes. All right. We got one day left of the weekend. Hopefully you guys will join us. Thanks for being here today. We'll talk to you later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.